Okay guys, good morning. And so today we are going to continue with the assignments. Our objective today is how to multiply binomials. How to multiply binomials. We're gonna have a few exercises and then I will give you the time when you finish learning. You can copy some notes. Remember, if you hand in some notes, you can come to school Tuesdays or Fridays from 9 to 1 and bring your work so I can give you the extra points. And of course, you can do the quiz on graph point too. So let's begin. Let's do the first one. Guys, in this case, simplify the product. All I want you to do is simplify it. It doesn't matter which method. All I want you to do is just simplify this product as you like. So as you can see, our subject is multiplying binomials. Okay, so the first one is 2x minus 7 times 5x plus 5. So this is, as you can see, we have two binomials. This is the first one, and this is the second one. We need to simplify, which means we need to multiply. In this case, because we have two terms here and we have two terms here, so we're going to have 4 multiplications. The first two, it's going to be the 2x times the 5x, then the 2x times the 5. And the other two, it's going to be the negative 7 times the 5x, then the negative 7 times the 5. After that, all you need to do is just solve it. So in this case, 2x times 5x is going to be 10x squared. Then 2x times 5 is going to be 10x. Negative 7 times 5x is going to be negative 35x. And negative 7 times 5 is going to be negative 35. As you can see, we have 4 multiplications. Again, 2x times 5x is 10x squared. 2x times 5 is 10x. Negative 7 times 5 is negative 35x. And negative 7 times 5 is negative 35. Now, the next step is that we need to combine like terms. So the 10x squared, as you can see, we don't have any other like term with an x squared. So it's going to stay the same, 10x squared. The 10x is the same as negative 35x. 10x minus 35x is going to be negative 25x. And the last one is negative 35. And this will be the answer. So the answer will be the last one. That is it. Now let's go to question number 2. Again, guys, this is the same thing. In this case, the vertical method. Again, it doesn't matter which method you use. What matters to me is that you know how to simplify it. So the vertical, it means that you need to put it in a vertical way. Like for example here, 3k plus 5. And underneath it's going to be 2k squared minus 5k minus 3. The first one is binomial because we have two terms, the 3k plus 5. And the second one is trinomial because we have 3 terms, the 2k squared, the negative 5k, and the negative 3. And you need to do 3 multiplications. Why in this case? We have the 2k, and you need to multiply times the 2k squared, the negative 5k, and the negative 3. And the same thing with the 5. You need to multiply times the 2k squared times the negative 5k and times the negative 3. So let's begin. 3k times 2k squared, it's going to be 6k cubed. Again, why cubed? Because this one is k to the power of 1. When we multiply them, we add the exponents. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3k times negative 5k, it's going to be negative 15k squared. Because this one is to the power of 1 too. So we add 1 plus 1 is going to be 2. And 5 times negative 3 is negative 15. That's the first 3 multiplications. Now we go to the 5 and we multiply the same thing. 5 times 2k squared is going to be 10k squared. 5 times negative 5k is going to be negative 25k. and 5 times negative 3 is going to be negative 15. Now all you need to do is combine like terms. So we have 6k cubed, negative 15k squared. With the 10k squared, it's going to be negative 5k squared. Negative 25k first. As you can see, it stays the same. We don't have another k. And negative 15, it's going to be negative 30. So we have, that's the simplified. So the answer in this case will be negative 25k. Did we have anything with k? No? I forgot to multiply 3k times negative 5k is negative 25k, and 3k times negative 3 is negative 9k. Negative 9k. So we had a mistake. We'll just erase this one and this one. So in this case, it's going to be negative 9k, right? Because 3k times negative 3 is negative 9k. So negative 9k and negative 25k, it's going to be not negative 25, it's going to be negative 34. Negative 34, okay? And the number at the end, negative 15. So the answer would be, as you can see, 6k cubed, 5k squared. It's going to be the first one. That is it. Guys, you can choose any method you like. Just make sure that you do the multiplication right. Now, this one would be the same. You just need to multiply 2d minus 5 times 2d minus 4. It's the same thing. You need to multiply. All of them, I think, will be the same. The same thing, guys, you need to simplify. Let's do one more. Of course, in this case, they use the variable h. So, if we take it, for example, so we have 4h minus 5 times 5h minus 3. So, the same thing, guys. The same thing. So we have 4h times 5h and 4h times negative 3. And then negative 5 times 5h and negative 5 times negative 3. And all you need to do is just solve it. So 4h times 5h, it's going to be 20h squared. 4h times negative 3 is going to be negative 12h. Negative 5 times 5h is going to be negative 25h. And negative 5 times negative 3 is going to be positive 15. All you need to do now is combine like terms. So we have 20h squared. Negative 12h minus 25. It's going to be negative 37h. And, of course, plus 15. So, negative 37 plus 15. So, this would be the answer. Okay? Let's do it. Guys, the same thing. You need to multiply them. The same thing. We'll do this one too. And this will be the last question because, as you can see, all the questions are almost the same. So, we have the question 2n squared plus 4n plus 4 times 4n minus 5. So, again, guys, the first polynomial, it's a trinomial. Why? Because we have 3 terms. The second polynomial is a binomial because we have 2 terms. So we need to multiply all of them together. So you multiply the first one times the first times the second times the first times the second, and the third times the first times the second. If you want to see it on the graph, you can see the first times the first times the second. If you're going to go to green, the second times the first, the second times the second. If we're going to show yellow, I hope you can see yellow. It's going to be the last one times the first one and the last one times the second. So as you can see, we have again 6 multiplications when you have a trinomial and a binomial. So now let's multiply all of them. We have 2n squared times 4n, it's going to be 8n cubed. 2n squared times negative 5, it's going to be negative 10n squared. 4n times 4n, it's going to be 16n. 4n times negative 5, it's going to be negative 20n. And we have, you want me? Oh, just a second. So, I'm sorry guys, they just needed a student came by. I'm sorry for that. I hope I'll know how to cut it. I'm not that professional yet. So we continue. So we have negative 20n. We got, yes, this one, that's 2, that's 4. Now the 4 times the 4n is going to be 16n. And 4 times negative 5 is negative 20. Now all you need to do is combine like terms. So we have 8n cubed. 10n squared, as you can see, we have nothing, so we just write down negative 10n squared. 16n minus 20n is minus 4n, and plus 16n, we have also 16n, so we can add it too. So plus 16n, it's going to be 12n, plus 12n, and minus 20. So let's see if we missed something. Yeah, I guess we missed something. We have 12n. No, so 16 minus is negative 4 plus 16 is 12n. So I guess I got confused when I left the class. So let's see. 2n squared times 4n is 8n cubed. 2n squared times negative 5 is negative 10n squared. 4n times 4n is 16n squared. That's why. 16n squared. So we just erase this one. So it's gonna be, and this one too. So it's negative 10n squared plus 16n squared is gonna be, of course, plus 6n squared. Negative 20n plus 16n is gonna be plus 4, minus 4n, and minus 20. Now it's going to be perfect, the last one. Okay guys, as you can see, it's all the same. You just need to multiply. We'll go to the next one. Our next lesson will be, now this is multiplying binomials with a trinomial with another binomial. It's going to be multiplying special cases. We'll learn it later. Thank you guys. Keep safe.